What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So shout out to Polo Sports for his video talking about Frank Gore. Frank Gore, uh, who's now into fighting and had a hell of a knockout, I think a week or so ago. Um, but we all know Frank Gore as the running back, longtime NFL running back. And he signed a one-day contract with the San Francisco 49ers to retire a 49er after, I believe, 16 years in the NFL. And you know what's funny? If you had asked me 10 years ago if Frank Gore was going to be a Hall of Famer, I would have laughed at you. Not that he was bad, but he just didn't strike me as one of the great dominant runners. Like even in the last 20 years, I think of guys like Adrian Peterson, Chris Johnson, LaDainian Tomlinson. I put Ricky Williams at him as far as like production on a yearly basis, peak for peak. But the thing that Frank Gore was blessed with more than any other running back, I think, in the history of the NBA, NFL, excuse me, force of habit, sorry, more than any other running back in the NFL was his durability. I looked at his career, looked at all 16 years he played, and the fewest amount of games that he played in, I think it was 2010, was 11. Virtually every other year, he played between 14 to 16 games. That's amazing durability, which shows that he is an exceptional athlete. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the most nimble of foot, not the most blessed as far as being a running back, but his steadiness, you know, uh, he was a steady guy. And then, when you look at his career and you think back and you're like, 16,000 rushing yards, 16,000, 16,000. You'd have never guessed that Frank Gore would have more running yards, rushing yards, than Barry Sanders. Now, of course, Barry Sanders didn't play 16 seasons. He played more like 9. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, he's less than 1,000 behind Frank Gore. So Barry Sanders on another stratosphere. But still, you have to reward Frank Gore for his durability. Unbelievable. And to me, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. His numbers, the most, he has all types of franchise records for the 49ers, yards from scrimmage, it's like total yards for running back. He's statistically their most dominant running back. Not saying he's the greatest one to ever play there, uh, but he's up there. He might be. I have to think about it. I mean, there's been some guys that played for the 49ers that are great running backs, but they didn't have the durability that he did. So, shout out to Frank Gore, future Hall of Famer. Tell me what you guys think.